Hey everyone, I'm here at the 2018 GM Norm Invitational with Denys Shmelov, who just beat Grandmaster Arribas Lopez with the black pieces. I will let you talk through your game and you can share your ideas about the game. So
Sure.
go ahead.
So start off expected from him. Also gonna so we know quickly. Three takes. Where in the main theory at this point he slightly deviates from d3 queen to d3 a little bit more common and kind of gave me develop a little better d6. Knight to e4. Queen e4 bishop. At this point, I already thought I had a comfortable position, and I was trying to go for the endgame, queen d5, make him take on d5, after which I would have taken the c pawn. So minority attack. That, however, did not happen. He played queen c2, which was a better option. Knight to d7. Cannot be developed, but if I take on g2, bishop e4 traps the queen. So I had
Go ahead and show that, Denys.
It was a mistake. It has no retreat squares. So that takes away the idea of taking on g2. If I have to regroup on the fly. Castled. I believe he castled himself. No, he didn't play. Queen to d6. At this point, he castles. To e8. I really like the way my pieces are set up. Black position is not very active, but it's solid and around no weaknesses. White does have bishop here, and he slowly tries to outplay me, in which he somewhat succeeds. Attacking the rook, bishop to f6, to e3, knight to b6. I just stop playing queen to b3. I was provoking trying to take advantage of the weakness on d4. At this point, my plan was to reposition my pieces, my knight on f5.
Okay.
So this was my move. Knight to c8, plays bishop f3, knight d6. This is a critical moment of the game. This is the move I did not anticipate because it takes away. I did not anticipate because it seems a little too weakening.
Right.
At the same time, he does take away f5 from my knight, and now knight doesn't have any useful squares. And his plan is to play rook a to c1, after which he has ideas related to d5. d5 is a move even right now, but probably after rook a to c1 becomes very effective. And black doesn't have any useful moves. I've looked at e5, looked at queen e7. None of that appealed to me. And I decided to try to take advantage of his kingside weakness by sharply changing the course of the game. So far we have been maneuvering, slowly trying to provoke each other. And at this point, I decided to introduce some tactics. I played b5. Quite a bit of time figuring out this move. If it doesn't work, black is just created many weaknesses in his position. He's going to go down in flames. But I think, again, I have to check that when I get home. But I'm pretty sure tactics work out in black's favor, and not in the least part because of g2, g4. So I got a little bit fortunate in the sense that he didn't appreciate how much position he's changed. He made his two moves quickly. So he plays c takes b5. But c5 also deserves attention. c5, knight c. My idea was to play e5 and taken on e3, but at the same time he has a4. I have created some weaknesses, so this position is needs to be looked at further. But he took on b5 very quickly. Knight d4 is obviously under attack, and again he very quickly played queen c4. Maybe reasonable back to it later when I can show tactics behind it. So queen c4. So yeah, it looks like black just made this. Defended bishop rook d6 is bishop f4. Looks like there's a problem, but like, and this tactics works out. He spent 4-3, and he hit dark squares. If pawn was back on g, they would have been defended, and this would have been big. And the way it is. So he took on 6. He played queen a4.
Right.
Let's go back. Idea is if I take on a4, he takes on d8. He has rook and 2 bishops for a queen, which is not enough.
Right.
If I take on d1, he can be captured with a queen or with a bishop, and he just up a piece. So had he played queen a4, tactics knight d4 would not have worked. I would have to settle for queen d6. I can attack d4, but it's an option that I have to consider. With queen and c4 though, things are really different. So queen to c4, d4 bishop. Now I have an in-between check on d1, and he recaptures, I take on c4. So this is not a good situation for him. He takes on c6. To e2. F5, so I retreated like this. Passive, but my f7 f5 is coming soon. Yes, play. Right, I think he played rook f1 first. G2. F5. Takes. Another critical position in the game. I'm obviously piled up on the f2.
Yeah.
But for the moment he's holding up, and I need to introduce other threats. And I also have to be mindful of his defensive ideas related to queen e4, queen g4. So I'm playing queen h4, and idea is to take away e4, queen g4. I can play 6, and if he doesn't do anything, it's related to rook g5 and queen g3. Try to take g4 out of control, and then try to attack direct. He him goes for counter. Rook to f4. Yeah. When he makes a move that's a little bit mysterious to me, he plays king to h2. Yes, I see the idea, but on h2, his king is going to be susceptible to all sorts of checks. The big problem for him, I think, was move queen d5. From d5, queen cannot get back to defending f2. Maybe queen e2 would have been stronger. Black obviously has a lot of pressure, but I cannot crack his position immediately. At least I didn't see the way. But after king h2, I can take on f2. Perhaps white was hoping for some checks, for some counterplay. The problem is that h6. And I'm checking with queen f4 or rook g2, for example, rook g2, but doesn't defend against this. So I guess the last interesting thing has happened here. He has resigned, in my opinion, a little prematurely.
Okay.
Because there were ways to, well, obviously I would not resign if I had white here.
Right.
But at least try to make something out of this position. But white has to take. Obviously checks are not working. Queen f3. Take on b2 with the queen on account of checkmate. Right. I spent time looking at this. But h5 only works in his favor, king g5. His king gets way too active.
King g7.
And the problem is that the queen b7 forced me to play king h6, so I don't have a second check.
Right.
Position, yeah. Nothing to write home about for white. There's a long way between this and
resigning. Right. Yeah.
I think he didn't like it. Is almost not connected. That actually works out in Black's favor. Black will be sure to create, if possible, trade this pawn, H pawn for G pawn and get H and E pawn, which he will not be able to hold. Right. Maybe White should be able to stop that plan by just not moving the pawn and asking me to improve the position.
Right.
So in either case, yeah, I was a little surprised. Maybe I'm missing some forcing checkmate, in which case, again, he should have asked me to find it. I didn't see it during the game. Right. Or maybe he didn't like this end game, but again, there is some work for Black to do before reaching the full point. But sure. I cannot complain. I get to go home a little earlier. And yeah, it was a very, very interesting game.
So just to do a recap. So I mean the opening phase, like let's say right around here, or even maybe a little bit later around here, you felt comfortable with the way the opening went, even though
it's one of the things about modern chess, or definitely about chess between two competitive players. Each side has a strength. White has two bishops, and two bishops in the long run is something Black has to be careful about. Right. At the same time, Black has solved his main problem. His light-squared bishop is treated. He doesn't have any weaknesses. His position is solid. If you play Caro as Black, this is about as much as you can hope for. Right. So yes, I would say that each side has reasons to be happy with his position. I thought that was.
Sure. Yeah, and I mean, like you were comfortable in this position as a Caro-Kann player, in a solid position with limited weaknesses. And in regard to the bishop pair, that's why, like, if let's say some of our viewers were interested in why White played bishop g5 and then after bishop f6 retreated the bishop to e3, is just the point of keeping the two bishops together. So, and then the critical moment was around where you played the move b5. But both, I guess both G4 and your reaction B5. Yeah. So, and you already noted the differences between Queen C4 and Queen A4, which I think are valuable. So, well, good game. Appreciate you coming for the interview. And could you talk a little bit about your position in the tournament thus far? I know it's only the fourth round, so obviously still 5 games to play, but talk about it a little bit.
So I started out with 2 draws against International Masters, and then I won this game. I also won in the previous round against Colombian Grandmaster Escobar. So 3 out of 4. It's surprisingly good, I should say. I definitely expect it to be a tough sledding. There's definitely still a lot of chess left to be played. We have 2 very difficult games tomorrow against young protege.
Yes.
And against Magesh, who's also very, very strong.
Yes.
Very strong player, but I'm happy with my effort. I feel like I'm calculating well. I feel like my opening preparation has been reasonable, and just have to take it one more at a time, one decision at a time, and try to make the best out of it.
Well, best of luck, of course, in the next 5 rounds. Maybe we'll catch you for another interview. Okay. And thank you for this one.
Absolutely.